Welcome back to the class. And again, we are here as I had put a message there that we are going to study, discuss today about SST paper and its writing method. Okay. But as I went through the OneNote, I found there that we did not complete our portion there in geography manufacturing industries. Okay, so let us complete that first and I will go through that afterwards. Okay, so let me share the screen with you. As you may see here, can you see the screen? That day we had seen what is manufacturing industry and its importance. After that we had just a discussion about the classification of industries, how many industries are there. Okay, like on the basis of raw material, agro based industries, and lots of things like classification of industry according to their main role, consumer, key industries, on the basis of capital investment, that also was seen there. On the basis of ownership, means the industry is in private industry or the public sector industry. Okay, such things we had seen. Even cooperative sector or joint sector, these kinds of industries are existed in India. Okay, fifth classification or fifth type of industry was based on the bulk and weight of raw material and finished goods. Okay, in the sense, some industries are depending upon the finished goods, okay, of particular company. That day I had example was given you. Okay, raw material, that iron and steel is used there in heavy industries. Okay, but still iron and steel is not actually extracted directly from inside the earth. Okay, it is first extracted from the coal and after that it becomes finished good for that particular industry, and that particular finished good now has becomes raw material for other industry, like heavy industries, in the sense where the locomotives are being constructed. Okay, have you got it till this? Please respond.
Yes.
Yes.
After that, agro-based industry we had seen there. Textile industry is the oldest industry in our country. Okay, as it was started there in 1854 in Mumbai, for the first time. And why was it there? We had seen even the situations like climatic situation was very affordable in the sense suitable. Okay, for the growth of cotton. Understood? That is why that that industry was set up for the first time in Mumbai. By the time it is located there in or shifted there in Ahmedabad, okay, where the cotton production is production is at the much level. Cotton textile, then we had seen textile industry, cotton industry. Textile industry is now covering all types of clothes like the clothes which are made of cotton, using cotton, the clothes which are made of jute. Okay, such things are being used to prepare or make the cotton there. Understood? We had seen that. Now from there as well we saw that cotton textile is a famous textile in India. Okay, as we are the India has the world-class global level spinning production capacity here in India. Okay, after China we are the second one. Okay, who are having the spinning or spindles. Okay, larger means lots of spindles are available in India. Okay, after China. Board exams were also told you why was the cotton textile industry connected in the cotton growing belt, Maharashtra and Gujarat in the early years. Early years in the sense, definitely after 1854. Got it? The reasons are given over here. See, connection of textile mills in Maharashtra and Gujarat. So what are the reasons here? Availability of, now whenever you will write the answer for it, so you will not directly write the answers starting with the points. Are you getting my point? Okay, starting with the point in the sense like availability of raw material, moist climate, cheap labor, transportation and market, all these things you will not write at once. Okay, you will introduce first what exactly the textile industry is. After that you will come to the cotton textile, and there you would involve now Maharashtra and Gujarat as their the manufacturing hub of cotton textile. Understood? Did you get it better?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So see, that is why today I had posted a message there in the group that we will be discussing the paper writing, means answer writing pattern. Okay, but it could not be taken there due to the chapter which is lacking there. Okay, or which is not completed. Now let us understand jute textile. Now we all know that where the jute is being produced. Where is it produced at large extent or large volume? West Bengal. As this jute actually requires the alluvial soil. Which soil? And the most fertile soil. Which kind of soil is it required?
Alluvial and flood.
And it is found there near the sea shore. Okay, or just means near the mouth of the river. What is mouth of the river? Mouth of the river is the place where it merges with the bay or the sea. But it does not mean that the jute is cultivated there nearby the seashore only. Okay, it is not there, but where the alluvial soil is deposited by the rivers. Okay, at that point the jute can be cultivated. Now the first jute mill was established in India in 1859 at Rishra in West Bengal. Keep it in mind. Okay, where in 1859. See, after 5 years of cotton textile industry was established. Second thing about jute textile is India is the largest producer of raw jute. So we must have the proud of this thing. Okay, that India is the country where the jute is produced at the large quantity. Second largest exporter after Bangladesh. Bangladesh is the country which produce the less okay production of jute, but still it is the largest exporter. As why Bangladesh is called as the largest exporter of this, and why India is not, whereas the Indian continent, in the sense India is the largest producer. Can you explain this? Can you tell me the difference? What could be there? Anudeep?
Yes, sir.
Can you explain, please, beta? What is the difference? That see, the statements are given like that India is the largest producer of raw jute, but second largest exporter after Bangladesh. Why?
If you just produce it, doesn't mean you're going to export it.
Yeah, Praharshan?
Even if you produce it, doesn't mean that you're going to export everything that you have.
See,
So there are more jute producing areas
where?
in Bangladesh.
In Bangladesh. It means you may say that the situations, the climatic situations are in favor that the Bangladeshis can produce the jute at the larger extent. Okay, but we are the largest producer of it. See, one thing is there, how to connect it, let me tell you. See, India is the largest producer. Still, it is the only country, not only, but it is the again the country where the consumption of jute produced clothes are more than Bangladesh. Are you getting? So the need to or to meet the requirement of the people in India makes India not to export the jute, raw jute to other countries. Are you getting the point? And Bangladesh is the country which has the less production of jute, still it exports jute there. Why? Because it requires the foreign currency, and jute is the crop which it can cultivate then means in most of the quantities, okay, or the larger quantity than other crops. Did you get it? Okay, why is it differentiate there? Okay, fourth thing is national jute policy was formulated in 2005. See, the jute production was done or is being done there in India since ages, but the policy was made in 2005 as the government was slipping till that time, and that is why it made that policy for means so after so long time. Okay, after means the jute industry mostly located in West Bengal along Hooghly River. Which river? Hooghly River. As this river has suitable soil, alluvial soil to produce the jute at the large quantity as the largest quantity. Then jute is exported to USA from India. From India, it is exported in to USA, Canada, Russia, United Arab Emirates, then UK and Australia. These are the countries where they import the jute, raw jute, okay, from India. Means we export them and they import from us. Got it? So this is the background of the jute textile. Do you know how the jute is being produced? Beta, you have to speak, huh? I will not call the names all the times, please. If someone knows, so anyone. Shreyash, do you know?
Some
You don't know. Beta, see, there is nothing saying no. Okay, if you don't know, please say, sir, I don't know. That is why we are here. Got it? One video I have been watching, I had been watching there. 1 second. Can you see this screen? Which screen is shared with you?
So the PPT.
PPT, na? Okay. Now, YouTube is there.
Yes.
See, this is a raw jute. Can you see there? This is a raw jute, and the jute is being planted in such a way. Okay. Let me bring it in a good quantity. Can you see now clearly? See, it is written in Bangla or Bengali. Jute is then kept like this. Watch this for some time. Have you seen, sorry, have you watched how jute is planted there? How is it cultivated? How means how is it harvested, and how is it kept for long time? Okay, so that it can be means stored properly and it can be sold out over there as raw jute. Okay, then location of jute industry mainly in Hooghly River Basin. Why is it so? Why only Hooghly River Basin is very important or suitable for the the production of jute industry or jute as raw material? So there are some points that we should discuss upon. Like there are about 80 jute mills in 2010 to 11 in India, mostly located along Hooghly River, in which in West Bengal. It is a West Bengal. Huh? The reasons or factors responsible are, what kind of reasons are there? The reasons are abundant water for processing of jute. Second thing, this industry requires a lot of water. Cheap labor is available from West Bengal and adjoining states of Bihar, Orissa, Uttar Pradesh. See, first thing is water, availability of water. Second thing is cheap labors. Okay, these are cheap labors. Third thing is cheap water transport and good network of roadways. Railways facilitate movement of goods. So third thing is transport facility is very good there. That is why jute is been cultivated at the largest quantity. Port facilities. Okay, Kolkata port is used for export purposes. Then Kolkata is a metro city with good services of banking, insurance, and other commercial facilities. See, these all the things we have already discussed, that what kind of factors actually influence or impact upon the setting up or the establishment of any industry. Have you got? What are these? These are the factors which impact upon the establishment of any industry. And due to these reasons, actually Hooghly River Basin is or has become the hub of the jute production. Proximity of the jute producing areas, proximity in the sense extended area, or we may say that the large area, okay, is available there to produce jute. Raw jute is easily available as West Bengal is the largest producer of jute in the world. See, in the world, it is the largest producer of jute, and that is why. But we should not forget that we are the second largest country in the matter of population. So this much population is to meet with the requirement of clothes, and that is why we cannot export most of the jute out of the country. Understood? According to National Jute Policy. National Jute Policy was formulated by government with the following objectives: increasing productivity. Why was it? Why? To increase the productivity of jute. First is improving quality. This is formulated there in policy. Ensuring good prices to the jute farmers. This is the biggest problem in India, that the person who works in the fields, he does not get the proper remuneration, the proper disbursement of the payment while he works throughout the year, across the year, okay, in his fields. But still, due to the exchange of government, due to the various policies of the government, many of the farmers, they do not even get back their seeded capital back. Are you get it? Are you getting it? Means whatever the farmers have been invested in their fields, even while cultivating their crops, harvesting their crops, and if they want to sell back to the government, so government would purchase that thing at very cheap rate. Okay, even the people who are there and working there as broker, so broker even ask for their commission, and in this way the farmer is in dilemma always. And that is why the agricultural land is been reducing at the rapid rate in India, as nobody wants to go towards agriculture. Why? Because it does not bring the fruits as expected, as they are expected by the farmers. As today also many of the farmers are there, even they are not able to meet with the basic requirements of their families or family members. Have you got it? So I had not any intention to just point out any policy or any national policy, but I wanted to tell you that due to this, now suppose this A government has formulated this, so suppose would be the exchange of another B party in the government, so that government may change the decisions of the previous government, as you might have learned this in the political parties there in 10th standard, isn't it? Am I clear there?
Yes.
Another policy is there, increased the yield per hectare. In through this policy, the government wanted or wants to increase the production of jute, okay, per hectare. Means now what is important for this? The important thing is that the jute seed must be the best quality, okay. Have you got it? Diversification of product, in the sense that should be diversified. Means if throughout the year you are taking only one crop, so that would consume the fertility of the particular soil at the rapid rate, and to retain it we should interchange or diversify the production of the cultivation crops. We should take another crops as well, okay, for some time, like 4 months or 5 months, so that the soil can retain its fertility for long time, as jute production of jute requires, okay, most of the fertility there in the soil. Have you got it? And all these things actually promote us to think that jute industry can be flourished there in West Bengal, as the climatic situation, the soil availability with fertility, okay, is at large extent there available in West Bengal, okay, and that is why Hooghly River Basin is the main location where jute industry is flourished. Problems. Now this was the bright side of the industry. Now what are the problems that the jute cultivators had to have to face? See, in every industry there the problems are being faced. Stiff competition. What kind of competition? From synthetic substitutes has caused decline in demand for jute. See, as jute is the uh, jute is the raw material, as it requires a lot of water, okay, and that is why the produced or the things which are produced using jute, they are actually somewhat costly, okay, but with the introduction of the industrialization in the world, most of the people they prefer to use the clothes which are made of synthetic, okay, and they are cheaper too, or they are cheaper than the jute products. That is why the jute industry has a lot of competition in the world, and its demand is being reduced. Its demand is being reduced. Competition from countries like Bangladesh, Brazil, Philippines, Egypt, and Thailand. These are our competitor countries where we have to we have to give it the tough competition there. After partition, most of the jute producing areas have gone to Bangladesh, creating shortage of raw jute in India. See, country means that in Bangladesh, it's partition, West Bengal and East Bengal. These two provinces were divided. Okay, and most of the part which was actually suitable for the production of the jute, it was covered. Now it is covered by East Bengal, in the sense they're in Bangladesh. Okay, that is why it made a shortage, okay, or the scarcity we can say, of the jute as raw material in India. This is the problem that jute industry is facing in India. Okay, steps taken by government to stimulate demand for jute production. Now it is a responsibility of the government. If this production is being reduced, so how to increase the production of jute, how the farmers can become happy, okay, while cultivating jute there in their fields. Okay, so some steps are being taken by the government. First step is government adopted a policy of mandatory use of jute packaging. It is mandatory, it has become mandatory or compulsory, we can say. Okay, it made the consumers to use the jute packaging, and even the B2C platforms like Amazon and other platforms are also available. B2C means business to consumer, that is called B2C platform. Have you heard this name before, Mavita? Hello?
No.
No, B2C means business to consumer. Understood? So these platforms are also using jute packaging, so that they would be using those packaging of jute at the large quantity, and the production of the jute would be accelerate there. Moreover, global concern for natural and biodegradable materials has opened the opportunity for jute producers. Biodegradable materials. Biodegradable means which can be recycled. Okay, natural things and biodegradable things which can be recycled, they have opened, means the use of natural and biodegradable. Okay, as far as we think about plastic, so plastic is not recyclable. Okay, and even it is not destroyable. So instead of these things, the government made it compulsory for the use of the bags which are made of either of cloth or jute. Okay, and that is why it opened the market for the jute industry. Understood? This is something, a positive vibe towards the jute production in India. Got it? So we have seen what is jute textile. After that, we had seen why Hooghly River basin is suitable for the jute textiles. Another thing that we have seen about the problems which are faced by the jute industry, and the government, what government is doing for the jute producers. Okay, the questions you may consider, like explain the problems faced by jute industry, state any one step taken by government. These two steps are given over here, you may explain any one. Government to stimulate the demand for jute, it has been asked there in 2017, 11 and 12 as well. What were the major objectives of national jute policy? These are the major aspects. Okay, or they may be change the question. Okay, they may change the question as well. What were the major concerns of the national jute policy? This may be asked. Okay, that was introduced in 2005, and the question has been asked there in 17, 13 and 11 as well. Got it? Now the sweet industry. The sugar industry that I said, the sweet industry, we will learn about it. Okay, so sugar is extracted from what?
Sugar.
Sugarcane.
Sugarcane. Now everyone is aware of it, right? Sugarcane से क्या बनता है? We extract sugar. India ranks second in the production of sugar. Which is first? Brazil. Brazil is a country which produces the sugar cane or sugar. Okay, it is the largest producer of the sugar, of sugar there in the world, and we are second. India ranks first in the gur and khansari production. Major sugar belt is Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra. More than 60% sugar mills in UP and Bihar. See, we have the sugar belt like UP, as most of the farmers are engaged in production of sugarcane. Bihar, Maharashtra, okay, and most of the sugar mills are available. Near about 60% sugar mills are available in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar only. Okay, means 60% production of sugar is being made or taken there in the two states of India, that is Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. What kind of problems faced by the sugar industry? Now, see, unlike like jute, sugarcane also required a lot of water, and it takes near about a year to be grown fully. It also requires the black soil which can retain water for long time. Okay, it requires the fertility as well. Most of the time it requires the fertility. Mostly sugarcane is cultivated near the banks of the river. Why? So that all the times the product that the stone seed or the plants can get water 24 hours. Okay, have you got it? So these are some criteria where the sugar industry takes place. Okay, and nearby the area where the sugarcane is being produced as raw material, nearby the area sugar industry would be established. What are the problems that sugar industry faced over there? The problems are high cost of production due to old and inefficient methods of production, as whatever the method is being used since ages, that method is not being changed till now. New mechanism is not applied or implemented in the industries, and that is why we have to face the shortage of the sugar production. Then another thing is heavy, weight losing, and perishable. What is heavy? Heavy is sugarcane, and as soon as the cultivation is done of sugarcane, it cannot be kept or stored for long time at home or in the warehouse. It is to be used there by the sugar industry as soon as possible. Otherwise, what will happen? It will lose its weight, and even the sugar available there in the sugarcane, it would be losing there, and it is perishable, means it would go waste there, it would become wasted there. Okay, that is why this industry has to use the sugarcane as soon as possible. As soon as the cultivation is done, it should be used there. And another thing that I want to tell you here, in the sugar industry, the sugarcane is directly sold to the mills, understood, at the rate prescribed by the government. Another thing or the problem, delay in transportation of sugarcane to mills. It is very big issue where the cultivation of sugarcane is taken, there the transportation problem is just like the air is present everywhere. Okay, it means transportation, due to the transportation, lacking in transportation, it takes a long time to reach to the sugar mills. Okay, the sugar cane does not or is not reached to the sugar mill or sugar industry before time or on time. Low sugar content, seasonal nature of sugar industry. Seasonal nature means, as this sugar industry works especially in winter and summer season. Okay, in the rainy season it is not possible to cultivate, it means the harvest the sugar cane. Okay, and it can be transportation, and even it's not possible for them to transport it to the sugar mill. That is why it is called as it is a seasonable industry. Sugarcane industry suits most to cooperative sectors. What is cooperative sector? Industry plus producer. In other word, we can say the farmer. Okay, when industry and the farmer comes together and they are agree to provide the facilities to each other, that is called a cooperative sector. It means the farmer will agree to provide sugar cane as the raw material to the industry, and industry promises to the farmer that it would provide each and every help to the farmer to cultivate the sugarcane in his field, and through that he can gain or earn profit. But it does not happen at all. Okay, as it is a cycle, and in another words, it is called debt trap. We have already discussed about it in money and credit chapter, have we?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
we have already discussed debt trap. Okay, another thing, need to maximize the use of bags. Now, reasons behind sugar mills shifting to southern and western states. Why western states? In the sense, here in Maharashtra, Kerala, okay, Karnataka, Gujarat, and even more some part of southern India. Actually, why? The sugar contained sucrose is higher in sugarcane of southern and west states than that of northern states. What is there in sugarcane? There is sucrose, and due to this, the sugar is sweet. So the land which is present there in west states in India and the southern state in India, the land actually suitable for the sweet sugarcane. Most of the time, the sucrose, the content of sucrose is more than the sugarcane which is produced in northern India. Another factor is longer crushing season due to cooler climate in these regions. Okay, crushing season in the sense, the sugarcane can be crushed there into the mill. Okay, in the mill. Another factor is successful working cooperative sector in these states. Actually, it is state, huh? In these states, actually cooperative sectors are very active in such states. That is why the industry does not run out of the raw material, and the farmers, even they do not feel that they are not getting anything or anything else being provided by the industry. That is why these belts are suitable for the cultivation of sugarcane. Now let us understand about the mineral based industry. What is mineral based industry? We have already discussed the industry which is depending upon the extraction of minerals from inside the crust of the earth. The first industry that comes in our mind is iron and steel industry. As iron and steel industry is the oldest industry in India, as it was started in 1907 for the first time in India by Dorabji Tata. Okay, understood. And its first production was taken in 1912. Tisco I'm talking about. It was established in 1907 and 1912. First production was taken, and it 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 was a boom for this industry or this company when the First World War was started there. Okay, because the European countries required a lot of railroads and other equipments, okay, which could be manufactured by using iron and steel. That is why this company got a boom there, okay, during those period. And it was a good sign, okay, in the development of Indian economy. Importance as a basic and heavy industry. Why is it called as basic? Why? Because most of the industries are depending upon iron and steel industry, because iron and steel industry works for them as raw industry. Which industry? Raw industry. Okay, most of the times iron and steel is used as raw material for the other industries. As a basic industry, why is it called as a basic industry? Look at it. It supports as all other kind of industries depend on it for their machineries. For their machinery. Production of iron and steel is an index of development of a country. Production of iron and steel is an index. Why is it called as index? Because most of the GDP portion or GDP proportion or ratio is being generated by this industry. Another thing is steel is required to manufacture various engineering goods, construction material, defense, medical, telephonic, scientific equipment, and many consumer goods. That is why this industry is known as the basic industry, as most of the industries are depending upon this industry to manufacture their final goods or finished goods using iron and steel as their raw goods, okay, or raw material. Did you get it? See the board question. Can you read it for me, Praharshan?
Oh, why is iron and steel industry is called the basic industry? Explain any three reasons.
You may say 1, 2, and 3. These are the three reasons or three reasons why steel and iron and steel industry is called as the basic industry. There is only one thing that you have to tell in the exam, that iron and steel industry works as the raw industry, or it provides iron and steel as raw material to other industries. You may tell the example of railways. Railway coaches, railway engines are made up of iron and steel. Have you got it, Beta?
Yes.
Now, another importance of this industry as heavy industry. Definitely, iron and steel is very heavy. So, all its bulky and heavy raw materials are like iron ore, limestone, coking coal, magnesium. Basic input ratio of iron ore, coking coal, and limestone is 4 to 1 ratio. Okay, finished products are equally heavy. Whatever, even to extract iron and steel, it's a raw material. These raw materials are also very heavy. Okay, as you might have seen, most of the times the goods trains, they actually carry the coal. They are loaded with the coal and they are transported there in the iron and steel industry to extract iron and steel. Okay, sale. What is sale? Steel Authority of India Limited. Okay, this is a full form of SAIL. Got it? It is the premier marketing authority for public sector iron and steel industry. Public sector, where the government is involved in extracting iron and steel, not in private sector. Got it? So SAIL is the industry, is the marketing authority of Steel Authority of India. Okay, where that should be used, means iron and steel should be used as raw material for another industries, which are undertaken by the government. Chota Nagpur Plateau has the maximum concentration of iron ore and steel industry. As you might have heard the name of Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Odisha. These are the states, okay, some part of Andhra Pradesh as well. Okay, these are the states where the maximum concentration of iron ores are located. And from there only, our country is being provided with the raw material, that coal and means iron ore and other things. Okay, and even in these states, most of the states means among these states, they are having the iron and steel industries located or established, as the iron ore is available as the raw material, and even the cheap labors are available there. Okay, not only from the states where the industries are being established, but from other states as well, the labors are concentrating there. Okay, why? Low cost of iron ore. The transportation cost is low because of nearness to ore sites. The requirement inputs are easily available. Required inputs are easily available. What kind of inputs? Inputs like labor, transportation, availability of electricity, water. Okay, these are some inputs. Land, capital. These are some inputs which are very available there at very cheap rate. Another thing is proximity to high grade raw material possibility here. Okay, limestone, coking, coal, and easily available for the industry at minimal delay to make it run efficiently. Okay, means if the company or the industry is running out of the iron as raw material, so it can be called, it can be imported, that iron ore, okay, easily because of the nearness of such iron ores, okay, nearby the industries. Another thing is cheap labor, as we have already discussed, and market potential. Now market potential is something where it is in a dilemma to tell that all the production of industry, means iron and steel industry, is not used or consumed by Maharashtra, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, Andhra Pradesh, okay, only these states. But due to the availability of easy transportation like railways, okay, railway is the cheapest transportation to transport the iron and steel, okay, or iron ore as well to other states and other industries. Okay, so the home market in India now, it is considered as it is considered the country as a whole. India itself has a lot of potential for the growth of this industry. The production of steel is well consumed in domestic market only. Means we only are the largest consumer, okay, using the iron and steel in India. Got it? This you may take the
Yes.
screenshot from here. Take this as a screenshot and read it, not this. Did you take?